Hey y'all, Kingdom Talks with Cameron here. So I just got revelation from God, y'all, and he told me to get on an episode of the podcast and talk about it. He said, be the person that you were born to be all along. Before the world got to you, before the world got into your mindset and corrupted you, become the person that I have already called you to be before the foundation of the world. And so a lot of times we come through this world and we get programmed by the TV, by the media, come on now, by the magazines, by the internet, by all this stuff that's going on in the land. It programs our mind. So that's why he says you have to be transformed, as Romans 12:2 say, by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove that what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Be the person that you were meant to be all along. What did that little boy or that little girl dream about? How would they act? How would they give to people? How would they treat people? He said, be the person that I have called you to be before the foundation of the world. Be the person you are really in me. He said, when the world got to you, that's when you didn't believe in me no more, son. When the world got to you, that's when you didn't believe in me no more, daughter. When the world got to you, that's when you didn't believe that I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. When the world got to you, that's when you didn't believe. He said your belief system went down. When the world got into your mindset and corrupted your mind, he said, that's why I need you to read books. Come on now. I need you to reprogram your mind back to kingdom. He said, because when you reprogram your mind back to kingdom, then and only then you will prove that what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. He said, I know a lot of times we come through this world, we watch this TV, we watch the news, we watch all this stuff on media, we watch the Instagrams and all this kind of stuff. He said, be the person that I have called you to be all along. Because when you come through the world and you get the world's mindset, that is nothing but a cover-up from who you really are. That is nothing but a cover-up from me. He said, so be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Read books, get in master classes, get in group sections, get in anything you got to get into to get the kingdom knowledge. Listen to podcasts, listen to audio books, different things to get kingdom knowledge and kingdom teaching, so that you can reprogram your mind and be the person that God has really called you to be all along. Before you came into this world, God had a mandate on your life. Before you came into this world, God knew something about you. He knew you was going to get to your vision. He knew that he had something on your life. He knew that he had a calling for you to do. He knew you was going to come through this world and get distracted. Come on now. By the stuff that's going on in the land. God knew all that stuff. But he said, I need my people to turn to me. Come on now. I need my people to turn away from their wicked ways, so they can know who they truly are in God. So they can know that they are powerful. Come on now. So that they can know that they are royalty. So that they may know who they really are in me. He says, I am the creator, but you are the creator of creation. He said, what he mean by that is, he's the creator and we're his creation. Come on now. He said, so when you come through the world, I need you to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you reprogram your mind to kingdom, I need you not to do things in the land that the world do. I need you to do things in the land that I would do. He said, long before the foundation of the world, I knew you and I had a vision for your life. Come on now. But in order for you to get the vision that I got for your life, which is the vision I gave you when you was a little boy. Come on now. It was the vision I gave you when you was a little girl. Come on now. When you was a toddler. Come on now. He said in order for you to get that vision that I gave you, he said you're going to have to reprogram your mind. Come on now. You're going to have to do stuff self-consciously to change your mindset. You're going to have to be nice to people. Come on now. You're going to have to treat people with respect. You're going to have to carry yourself with honor, woman. Come on now. Carry yourself with honor, man. Respect your body. Come on now. Respect yourself. Don't be out here doing this and that, dabbling in this, dabbling in that. Respect yourself. And when you do that, when you give yourself honor, and you love on yourself, you begin to have that self-love. Come on now. You begin to treat yourself with respect. Then, and only then, you will be able to then prove that what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. But if you're not able to prove, come on now, that what is that good, come on now, and acceptable and perfect will of God right now, that's all right. You got work to do. He said you just got work to do. You just got to get the knowledge. You just got to watch videos. Come on now. You just got to get master classes. Come on now. You just got to get the free stuff. If you can't afford the master classes, come on now. Get some free master classes. Come on. Get that free kingdom knowledge. That free kingdom teaching to reprogram your mind. Come on now. And then when you reprogram your mind, daughter, come on now. When you reprogram your mind, son, then you will unlock things that other people are locked out of. Come on now. You will unlock the kingdom of God. Okay. So then when you unlock the kingdom of God, you can start moving in the ways of God. You can start trusting God's process. You can start believing in yourself. Come on now. You can pick up yourself by saying affirmations. You can pick up yourself by doing the things of God, by prophesying over yourself. Come on now. You can pick up yourself by knowing my kingdom is not of the things in the world. Come on now. What I mean by that, when I say my kingdom, I'm talking about God's kingdom. Come on now. His kingdom is not of this world, but his kingdom is in the Lord Jesus Christ. Come on now. And you can walk in your abundance. Come on now. You can walk in your mindset of abundance and not lack. You know that what you give on earth shall be given in heaven. Come on now. So when you walk in your abundance, when you walk in your kingdom mindset, come on now. When you walk as royalty that you are, you're walking into an abundance mindset of royalty. When you do that, you begin to unlock knowledge, keys, kingdom principles that you're locked out of, that you was once locked out of, but you're not locked out of no more because you done got the knowledge. You reprogramming your mind from the world. People are going to look at you as if you doing something wrong in your own life. People going to look at you weird because they're going to say, it's something different about that man right there. Come on now. It's something different about that woman right there. They walk with honor. Come on now. They walk with respect because they know who they are. They know they came through the world to do an assignment for the kingdom of God. They came through the world to do something. And God has a mandate on their life for them to get up and do what they're supposed to do. So every time they get lazy, God say, get back up. Come on now, you got work to do. You got work to do for my kingdom. And that's what he's saying with y'all. Because that's the same process he took me through. And that's what he's saying with y'all. So he say, be the person that you are called to be in me before the foundation of the world. Become the person that you really are before the world got to you. Come on now. Before the foundation of the world got in your mindset and got to you and corrupted your mindset to all this wickedness. Come on now. To all this evil. Come on now. Be the person that you really are in God. Reprogram your mind. Read new books. Come on now. Take master classes. Listen to audio books. Listen to podcasts. Come on now. Start seeing yourself. This is very important. Start seeing yourself the way that God sees you. Because when God created you, He didn't create a mistake. When God created you, He didn't create lack. He created wealth in abundance for your gift that He placed on the inside of you. Come on now, for generations and generations to come. So when you feel bad about yourself, it's very important. Get up, go to a mirror, prophesy over yourself. I am handsome. Come on now. I am beautiful. Come on now. To the women out there, I am beautiful. To the men out there, come on now, I am handsome. I am a man of God. To the women out there, I am a woman of God. Come on now, speak over yourself. Speak life over yourself. When the devil try to come at you, talking about, no, you this, you this, you this, you this. You say, I'm a child of God. And I am going to get my spiritual inheritance that the Father has left for me. Come on now. You say, I am the person that God has created me to be before the foundation of the world. Come on now. And I'm going to get everything that God got for me. And I'm not like these people say nowadays, I'm not going to leave nothing off the table. I'm going to go get what the Father has for me. Everything that the Father has for me. And I'm not leaving nothing off the table. Because it is my Father's good pleasure, come on now, that I become the person that He has called me to be. That I become the person that can have what He wants me to have. Come on now. It is my Father's good pleasure that I get to my destiny. It is my Father's good pleasure that I become the person that He called me to be before I came through this world. Before I came through this world and got programmed by this world. Come on now. It is my Father's good pleasure to bless me. Come on now. To prosper me. Give me hope in the future, but not to harm me. Because God has a mandate on my life. So sit down somewhere, devil. Because I'm going to get everything that God has for me. That's what you got to tell the devil. That's what you got to tell the devil. So we have to honestly go back to the person that we were really created to be. We have to learn how to lean on God, which is the source of all things. Come on now, because He created the heavens, the earth. So we have to go back to God first. And we have to sit in God's presence. Woo, watch this now. Sit in His presence so that we may be reborn, so that we may get the kingdom of God, so that we may seek out the scriptures and we could begin to live them out, y'all. Because let me tell y'all something, we are going to get to our destiny. I don't care what the devil say. I don't care what nobody say. You have to get to your destiny that God has for you, because He's got a mandate on your life. And when God got a mandate on your life, you can get tired. You can give out. But you cannot. I feel the power of God right now, y'all. You cannot give in. Come on now. You cannot give in. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Yes, sometimes it may get hard. Come on now. Yes, sometimes the vision may tear. But though the vision tears, come on now, at the appointed time, come on now, the vision will speak. Though it tears, that means though it lingers, come on now, at the appointed time. I hear the power of God right now said, at the appointed time, your vision shall speak. That's why you got to keep going. That's why you got to not give up. That's why you got to still do the things of God. Come on now. Even when it look hard, you still got to do the things of God. Even when it look like it ain't going nowhere. Come on now. Even when people talk about you, come on now. You still got to say, I'm going to get my spiritual inheritance. And I'm going to get everything that the Father has for me. And I'm not leaving nail crumb on the table. I'm going to get everything that my Father has for me, because it is my Father's good pleasure. Come on now. That I get to my destiny. that I become the person that God has called me to be before I came through the world and got brainwashed by the world. Come on now. Before I came through the world and got programmed by the world's culture. Come on now. See, you ain't know that when you was in the kingdom, come on now, that the kingdom has a culture just like the world has a culture. People in the kingdom know that my Father owns everything on the count on 1,000 hills. Come on now. He owns everything. So people in the kingdom know he owns everything. Since he owns everything, and this stuff don't belong to me, it belongs to God. I'm just a manager. Come on now. This stuff don't belong to me. I can use it. Come on now. I know I can get on that plane because guess what? My Father owns everything on the 1,000 hills. Come on now. So it is his good. In other words, y'all, it is his good pleasure that you shall prosper. Come on now. It is his good pleasure that you shall experience life because everything belongs to him. All this stuff that you see in the land belongs to the Father. So he wants you to experience, come on now, this stuff. He wants you to experience this stuff. But you cannot worship this stuff. Come on now, I'm talking to somebody. But he wants you to experience the stuff in the world. Come on now. Be the person that God has called you to be before the foundation of the world, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when you get to your destiny, you're going to say, wow, God, I really knew what you were showing me. At times, though my vision tarried, though my vision got hard, I never stopped. I kept believing in you. Come on now. I kept having faith the size of a mustard seed. And I became him. Come on now. I became her. Come on now. The person that God has called you to be. Come on now. It's the real you. It is the real you. No matter what these people say in the world. Let these people talk in the world. Because what they don't know is God has a mandate on your life. That's what they don't know. So a lot of times people talk and they say this and they say that and they do this and they do that and they think they doing this to you, but they not doing it to you. They doing it to God because they didn't know that you were a chosen one. Come on now. They didn't know that you was handpicked by the Lord you Jesus Christ. They didn't know that God picked you from birth. They didn't know that God picked you to get to your destiny so that he could get the glory. They didn't know that. They didn't know that at all. That's why they talked about you. That's why they picked on you and did everything else but called you a child of God. But that's all right. That's all right. So y'all stay prayed up, y'all. And stay blessed, y'all. I just want to come on here and give y'all a quick word that the Lord dropped in my spirit. Told me to come on here and deliver to y'all. If y'all have not followed me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube at The Kingdom Life with Cameron. If y'all have not followed the podcast, follow the podcast on all platforms except for Apple at Kingdom Talks with Cameron. If y'all have not followed me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok at The Kingdom Life with Cameron. If y'all have not followed me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook at The Kingdom Life with Cameron. If y'all have not followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at The Kingdom Life with Cameron. I'm going to link the YouTube channel in the show notes below so y'all can go subscribe. For y'all that are on my YouTube channel, I will be putting this on YouTube so y'all can go back and get everything that the Father has for y'all on YouTube. Comment down below in the comments on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications so y'all can get y'all spiritual inheritance and y'all transformation for the kingdom of God. I'll check in with y'all later on.